Imagine, a man who once held the reins of the White House is now living a life that looks nothing less than a Hollywood movie. We are talking about America's first African-American president, Barack Obama, whose life is still as interesting as his political journey was. But this time the headlines are not about any speech, election, or scandal, but about his luxurious life, his private homes, his daily routine, and the calm but royal environment in which he and Michelle Obama live today. In 2025, the Obama family's Washington, D.C. home is no longer just a residence. It looks like a mini presidential retreat. And then there is their multi-crore property in Martha's Vineyard, where everything from the sea waves to the private boat is so royal that the onlookers just keep looking at it. Both these houses not only reflect his choices and lifestyle, but also tell how a former president lives after retirement, with peace, with class, and a little away from the eyes of the whole world. So in this video, we will go inside these two magnificent houses of Obama. We will know what is the atmosphere inside, what are the luxury facilities, and what is his daily routine like now? And what cars does he have in his car collection? And who is in his family? And in the video, we will also know how a boy from a poor family became the president. Get ready, because today you will peek into that world, which is far away from the common people but is very inspiring. If you want to watch such videos, then you can subscribe to our channel. Before moving forward with Obama's story, let's know some such incidents, which surprised the whole world. Barack Obama's life seems like a movie, but this movie has twists, emotions, and such truths, which he himself shared with everyone on camera. Come, today, let's talk about those moments, which became a big turning point in his life. Once he told in an interview that when he reached Harvard University on the first day of college, he was feeling very lonely and different. Because most of the students were from rich families, and he himself was from a middle-class, half African, half American background, he said, "I felt I would not be able to fit here." But this feeling burned like a fire inside him, and he decided that he has to prove himself. He shared another incident from his school days, when he once became a victim of racism in the class. Some child teased him by calling him a black kid. Obama said that he was very angry at that time, but his grandfather taught him, "You have to express your opinion with your mind, not with your hands." And from here he learned how to turn anger into strength. The most emotional moment was when he told in his book, Dreams from My Father, that he had met his Kenyan father very rarely. But when he went to his grave for the first time, he was completely shattered. He said, "I cried there and promised myself that I will become such a son that my father would be proud of, even though he is no longer in this world." Once he even said jokingly that, "If I had not met my wife Michelle, I would probably not have been able to do anything." He said many times on camera that Michelle kept him grounded and made his thinking clear and balanced. All these moments made one thing clear. Barack Obama was not a superhero. He too went through pain, fear, and struggle like ordinary people. The only difference was that he used these moments as a ladder, not an excuse. And this is why even today, people consider him not just a leader, but an inspiration. Obama's life, from poverty to presidency, a man whose beginnings were very humble, but who went on to become the president of the world's most powerful country. This story is not just about politics, but about hope, hard work, and courage. Obama was born on the 4th of August, 1961, in Honolulu, Hawaii. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was a poor African student who came to America from Kenya on a scholarship. His mother, Ann Dunham, was a white American who came from a simple middle-class background. Obama's childhood was not easy. His parents got divorced early, and Obama had to live mostly with his grandmother and mother. He had told that in his childhood he often had identity confusion. "I was neither black nor white. I was American, but also African. Where do I fit?" These questions troubled him from childhood, but this confusion forced him to think, and later on, this became his biggest strength. Obama was very good in studies. He attended school in Hawaii, then graduated from Occidental College in Los Angeles, and earned a degree in political science from Columbia University in New York. But the real turning point came when he went to Harvard Law School. There, he became the first African-American president of the Harvard Law Review, a major achievement that earned him national recognition. But Obama was deeply involved not only in academics, but also in social work. He worked as a community organizer in poor areas of Chicago. He understood the problems of real people: unemployment, racism, lack of education. And that's when the fire of politics started burning inside him. In 1996, he first ran for the Illinois State Senate, and won. Then, in 2004, he reached the U.S. Senate, and, from there, his national identity started to grow. One of his 2004 speeches, "There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America," became so famous that the whole world paid attention to him. In 2008, when he contested the presidential election, no one could have imagined that a person from a black, middle-class background would reach the White House. But Obama did it, and he became the first African-American president of America. His victory was not just his, it was the victory of every person who thinks that perhaps he can never become so great. Obama proved that if the thinking is clear, the intention is strong, and there is power in hard work, then background does not matter. Even today, his journey is a motivation for millions of people. He not only led America, but also convinced a new generation that, yes, we can. What changed in Obama's life after 2016? When Barack Obama retired from the U.S. presidency in 2016, the whole world was watching what this man would do now. Will he return to politics, or will he join a big company? But the path Obama chose was neither traditional nor boring. He created a life for himself that is simple, classy, and full of freedom. Before becoming president, Obama was always surrounded by people: press conferences, decisions, speeches, meetings. And suddenly, everything ended in 2017. But Obama took it as a new beginning. He distanced himself from politics and turned towards his hobbies, which he had been ignoring for years. The first big change in his life was privacy. Now he himself decides when and whom he wants to meet. No tight schedule, no emergency calls. Now his day starts without an alarm and ends with a relaxed dinner with the family. After leaving the presidency, Obama first focused on his book, A Promised Land. This book became a bestseller not only in America, but all over the world. People wanted to know what the real stories behind the White House were, and Obama told them in clear words. After this came another surprising step: his deal with Netflix. Yes, Barack and Michelle Obama together formed a company named Higher Ground Productions, which produces films and documentaries. Their aim is to show such stories that inspire people and bring positive change in the society. One of their documentaries, American Factory, even won an Oscar. Imagine, a former president is now trying to change the world by becoming a creative producer. That, too, from behind the camera. But the matter is not limited to books and Netflix only. Obama still gives speeches, especially at university graduations, climate summits, and youth leadership events. The only difference is that they are no longer his duty, but his choice. He speaks when it's important, and where he feels his words can make a difference. Now let's talk about security and privacy. Because being an ex-president is no small feat. Obama is still protected by the Secret Service. Trained security agents surround his home at all times. There are high-resolution cameras inside and outside. Every visitor is checked in advance, and his location is never revealed except at public events. His Washington, D.C. home is designed to meet every standard for VIP protection, but still has a homely feel. And his estate on Martha's Vineyard? It has private boat docks, direct access to the ocean, and restricted areas, to give the Obama family the ultimate peace and freedom. Another important thing, Obama is no longer very active on social media. He says that there is no need to show everyone what I am doing all the time. Some things should just be for yourself. When Barack Obama was the President of America, his home was the world's most powerful address, the White House. But even after 2016, when he left the presidency, the royalness in his lifestyle did not decrease. The only difference is that the houses he lives in now are not official, but completely personal, and built as per his choice. Let us tell you about his two beautiful houses, one in Washington, D.C., and the other in Martha's Vineyard. Washington, D.C. House. After leaving the presidency, the Obama family bought a luxurious house in the Kalorama area of Washington, D.C. This area is considered to be very high-profile and safe. Many big leaders, ambassadors, and famous people of America live here. The price of this house is said to be around $8.1 million. The house looks as simple from outside as it is classy and private from inside. It has 9 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a wine cellar, a luxurious kitchen, and a large library. The most special thing is his personal working space, where he reads books, writes, and sometimes also holds Zoom meetings. Michelle Obama has a special corner, where she does yoga and works on her health projects. There is also a private room and a small family theater for daughters Sasha and Malia. Talking about security, this house is completely secured by the Secret Service. There are high-resolution cameras, guards, bulletproof windows, and digital entry system all around. Even the general public does not get entry to the street of the house. Now let's talk about his most interesting house, the one in Martha's Vineyard. This house looks like a film set. The price of this estate located on the seashore is around $11.75 million. This place is the favorite place for America's most private and rich people to spend their holidays, and the Obama family has made it their permanent getaway. The location of this house is so calm and natural that the hustle and bustle of the city seems very far away. Greenery all around, open skies, sound of ocean waves and blue water. Everything is so beautiful that time stops. The interiors have a very modern and open space design. Wooden flooring, white walls, large glass windows, and natural lighting give the whole house a comfortable but luxurious feel. It has 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a private gym, home theater, and library. But what makes it most special is the boat docks and private beach. The Obama family loves the sea, and here they go boating, enjoy kayaking, and often invite friends to beach parties. This property has a large garden, where Michelle is often seen doing yoga, and Obama himself helps in gardening. These two houses show the personality of the Obama family very well. On one side, the Washington, D.C. house, which is a perfect combination of peace and class, and on the other side, the Martha's Vineyard estate, which is a royal world full of freedom, nature, and comfort. By living in these houses, Obama is now a little away from politics, but is living every moment of his life in his own style. And this shows that real royalty is not just in power, but in the simplicity where a person stays connected to himself and his family, even if he is the former president of America. Now that Barack Obama is no longer the president of America, people often wonder who all live in his house now. Is the whole family together? Or has everyone gone their separate ways? So let's know how the life of the Obama family is going on in 2025. Michelle Obama is still closest to Barack. Both of them live together in houses in Washington, D.C. and Martha's Vineyard. Michelle remains active in her books, health projects, and social work. She often goes to schools and colleges to give speeches and especially works on women and children's issues. But now, she is living a more relaxed and peaceful life than before. Now let's talk about her daughters, Malia and Sasha Obama. Malia has now entered the world of film and television. She started working in Hollywood after graduating from Harvard University. In 2025, she is working as a screenwriter and director, and has had creative participation in some Netflix projects. Sasha has studied at the University of Southern California, USC, and is currently associated with creative branding and social impact startups. Both the sisters are now on their own paths, but their bond with the Obama family is deep. They spend time with the family during holidays, birthdays, or special occasions. Staying away from the media is the specialty of this family. Neither Michelle gives many interviews, nor do the daughters share personal things on social media. The Obama family is used to public life, but they have never ignored privacy. Though everyone is busy with their own work, but inside the Obama house there is still a family-first atmosphere, where love, support, and space for understanding each other is paramount. Obama's daily life in 2025. Barack Obama may not be the president anymore, but his lifestyle is still an example for people. In 2025, he may have moved away from politics, but his every day is still completely planned, calm, and balanced. Let's know what his daily routine is like these days, what he is writing, whom he meets, and how he is managing his world. Morning starts peacefully, without rush. Obama now wakes up not with the sound of the alarm, but when he is fully asleep. The morning begins with a light stretching or exercise, sometimes jogging, sometimes yoga, sometimes a walk. Fitness has become a habit for him. Then comes breakfast, which he has together with Michelle. Newspaper, some news and early morning reading. This is an important part of his daily routine. Barack Obama has been a book lover since the beginning. Before becoming the president, and even after becoming the president, he never gave up the habit of reading. Now that he has time, he spends a few hours every day reading and writing. His personal office and library is built in his house in Martha's Vineyard, where he writes in complete peace. After bestseller books like A Promised Land, he is now working on a new book, in which he is writing about his life after becoming the president, his experiences with people, and the changes in today's world. He says, "Now I can write all that, which I could not say then." Work and public engagement. Obama is still active as a creative guide in Netflix's Higher Ground productions. He reads scripts of projects, gives advice on new stories, and gives direction to the team with his thoughts. Also, whenever there is a big event or speech, like climate summit, youth conference, or university convocation, then he is definitely seen there. The only difference is that now he speaks his mind, not under any political agenda. In today's world where everyone shares everything on Instagram and Twitter, the Obama family is very different from this. Barack himself posts very little, and every post of his has thought, peace, and a message. He once said, "There is no need to share everything. Some things should be for oneself, too." In the evening, no matter how much work he has, he definitely spends time with Michelle. After dinner, both of them often sit together and read books or listen to old songs. During holidays, the daughters also come to Martha's Vineyard, and the whole family spends time together. Obama is still connected with famous people like Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, Bruce Springsteen. He has a small but special social group in Martha's Vineyard. These people have dinner together, have discussions, and are sometimes seen together in private events. The most special thing among all this is Obama's simplicity. No show-off, no need to show off. Whatever he does it with all his heart. Whatever he learned during his tenure as president, he has now implemented it in his life. Barack Obama may have retired from office after becoming president, but his thinking and his influence still remain on the whole world. After the presidency, he said one thing very clearly: "Now my responsibility is to prepare the new generation, not just lead." His focus is now on the youth. He wants today's generation to move forward with a thinking full of hope, not hatred. Obama believes that change comes from human thinking, not politics. He is still active on global issues like climate change, social justice, and education, but does not want any political position. Now, if we talk about his investments and property, then the Obama family's portfolio is very strong. He has property not only in Washington, D.C. and Martha's Vineyard, but also in Hawaii and Chicago. Hawaii has been his birthplace, and he has bought a quiet, private house there where he visits once a year. Chicago is his emotional base, from where his career started. The total value of these properties is in crores of dollars, but Obama never shows off. He has earned his money from books, speeches, and Netflix deals, and has invested most of it in social reform projects. And now let's talk about the most important question. What do we learn from Obama's life? The son of a poor African student who fought for recognition, struggled, and finally became the leader of the whole world. But the biggest thing is that even after achieving so much, he remained grounded. No pride, no show-off, just simplicity and thinking. This is the reason why Barack Obama is still an inspiration for crores of people, because he showed that a true leader is the one who first understands himself and then does something for others. If you liked this glimpse of Obama's life, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comment, on which personality would you like to see the next video? Your inspiration can become our next story.